Welcome to Raymond James Stadium, the big pirate ship in Tampa, Florida. A late season clash, one that could have huge stakes and could be a determining factor in how this season is remembered. Week 11 in EA Sports College Football. It's the Memphis Tigers and the USF Wolves. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rose and the two storylines setting up in this one.
Checking in with the USF head coach before the game, he loves how his team has come out and dominated in the conference so far this season, but he understands the road gets even harder from now. He's talked to his team about getting off to a fast start, and that's important to set the tone here today.
The Bulls will kick off first, and here we go. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Memphis offense will go to work first. And it's Aaron Nolan taking the field. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. Makes the quick grab. Could not make his way to the corner. Memphis picking up the tempo. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Flips it out to the back.
And this is an offense that talked about really wanting to take that taste out of their mouth from the weekend. Getting the loss, like they wanted to bounce back. They wanted to start fast, and that's kind of frustrating for them, right? Going 3 and out, setting the tone like that. Now already having to depend on your defense. Hopefully this defense is strapped up and ready to rock and roll.
The Bulls offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Let's put the focus now on Kenny Yoda and over 100 yards receiving. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Drops back on first down. What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the tight end showing the athleticism and diving to make that grab?
It's so nice as a quarterback, Reese, to have a tight end who's athletic and can make the play when it's not a perfect throw.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you wanted to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
They'll move the wide receiver. The play fake. Well, it's a nice grab, but he would have been much better off just to let that thing go out of bounds. Third and long coming up. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. He's going for the big play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down the one. This offense starts deep in a hole. Motion from the wide receiver. That's reeled in. It's Brown. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They'll need a bunch on second down.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. Memphis wants to move quickly. Straight ahead, it's Hayden. And he's brought down after a short gain. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He'll try to get to the marker himself. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. That kind of pickup on 1st down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Going to the run, it's Hayden. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? And the Tigers are facing 3rd and inches. Intercepted to stop the threat. No room to return with no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready. Had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Isaac. Makes a man miss. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got his man. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. On the run, it's Isaac. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
To the air, it's Van Buren. Right side, it's Sullivan.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Fighting for it, it's Odom. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. And after that last completion, netted a big fat 0. They're looking at 2nd and 10. They want to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Still nothing on the board as we open up play here in the second quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Gets the back moving. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. And he's on his way. He's on the way. Touchdown, South Florida.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive. To answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. And for this sophomore signal caller, this one will be fun. It's a running room. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do it. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Branch. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield. It's Van Buren. He's going to fire deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. And the Bulls will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Looks it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the... The Memphis Tigers offense ready to set up shop. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You can tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run inside. It's Hayden. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Out wide right, it's Tipton. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Memphis picking up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Out wide left, it's Tipton. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. Let's see, he can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off with a touchdown toss from the 23. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 2. This USF offense will open this drive right here. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will... And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Unloads to the right. Gets a hand in there.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Rush is on. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the back. Fresh set of downs going up top. Turns it upfield. 7-yard pickup on that one. Is now 2nd and 3.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured bull. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The Bulls will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. They're able to put a stop to that return. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They took their time out of the gate, but now starting to try to take control of this game on offense here in the second quarter, Jesse.
Yeah, and they're playing good complementary football up to this point, but this is a huge opportunity, David, for them to really create some momentum.
Well, and the defense did such a good job keeping them in the game early. Now, holding down their end. Now get the offense rolling, put up some points on the scoreboard, and then you can really get dangerous in this ballgame.
The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Fires to the right. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And you couldn't ask for much more.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rides to the back. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
In one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Rodgers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. After the 7-yard completion, it's now 2nd and 3. Drops back, it's Van Buren. Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose. It's a complete. Yardage. Long way to go on second down. Back to the ground game on the left. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Look out! And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a fourth down. The Bulls use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was hoping for something. At the 20. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Heaves it deep. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Way to come up with the interception. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. It's dropped after taking the hit. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We start with Akron taking on the Western Michigan Broncos. And it's the Zips coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season. As we take a look at other action today, check out that notable upset inside the Mid-American Conference. Now back to your game at Raymond James Stadium. What a first half for that superstar back. He's already over 100 yards today, and he's done it with tough physical running, but also elusive speed. And that combination has his team 2 quarters away from a nice win. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Raymond James Stadium.
Memphis about to put it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game. touchdown scoring right here will be huge.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Caught, powers through, ball is loose. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. And the Bulls will punt this one away. Fair catch is signaled, and here comes the Memphis offense to start this drive. On the draw, it's Hayden. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Memphis wants to move quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Handoff again. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Cuts it upfield. It's Hayden. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9. 2nd and long here.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Turns up, it's Chapman. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Running inside, it's Hayden. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. Memphis will be forced to punt. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Backed up in their own end, a quick hitter might work. Fires to the wideout. Left side, it's Selden. He'll be stopped short, and they'll force a 4th down. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The Bulls send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Making his first move. The solid return there off. That's nice. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Tackle almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down. At the end of that play, whistle's blowing as they check on an injured Tiger. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wants. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago, now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
Second down, gonna throw it. Hauls it in. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Runs through a tackle. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be fourth down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take it.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on fourth. Throws to the back. Oh, he dropped it just... And over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Quick give. It's Hayden. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Memphis picking up the tempo. They'll run it. It's Hayden. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On the move. Hard running there. There's a crease. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Doing it himself again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Memphis. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him...
Will be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. Under pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive. They've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Hey, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
On the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I know this guy is really athletic, but it's going to be hard to outrun a DB. It was a really nice job scrambling, trying to get what he could get on that third down, but there's the DB in the open field. Nice job rallying to the quarterback, getting him down. Now it's decision time for the offense, fourth and short.
Sends it back in motion. Needs it here on fourth down. He will be stopped short. Great place to start for this offense. Tight end now in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Chapman. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hayden there to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. We'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back to pass, it's Nolan. Rush right in his face. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it. Now third and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Tigers! And the pummeling has started. The lead grows, and you can see are this late here in Week 11.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. This USF offense will open this drive right here. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Takes the easy throw in the flat.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. And the Bulls come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Keeps it himself. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Van Buren. Makes a catch. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Going deep. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Snapped on fourth down. Blasted as he lets it go. It's incomplete. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Hits inside. It's Hayden. He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. There he goes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Memphis hoping to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to run, it's Hayden. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver going in motion. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter. Give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. He's passed. It's a fumble on the play. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble. And the Bulls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They give it to him again. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Straight ahead, it's Collins. They got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keep it on the ground. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. To the air, it's Van Buren. Makes the grab. Gain of 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. He'll try to get to the marker himself. Nice move to pick up yardage. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Bulls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. That had all the makings of windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. Quick spin on the run. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Got his man. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with, "That's just bad."